This morning I did 6 maths at work sessions at the local secondary school, and although it wasn't the kind of presenting that I'm really trying to get into, it was interesting because I've done this on numerous occasions. This same session, maths at work, 20-minute presentation delivered 6 times to 6 different groups over a period of a couple of hours, and I've probably done it for 7 or 8 years in a row now. And what I noticed about this time, my performance this time, was how much more articulate I think that I was. And I'm always I get quite analytical about my performance, and I don't let anything slide. So if I don't think I've done a good job with something, then I'll know it. I'll know it in my bones, and I'll be able to explain to myself, describe to myself what it was that I didn't think that I did well. But equally, I can do it when I do feel like I've done a good job. And what was interesting about this particular time was that because I've done this same session so many times, and I've been presenting, I've been speaking quite a lot over the last 7 or 8 years. Not just this whole goal of establishing myself as a speaker is a fairly new thing, but it's actually something I've been doing on and off for many years now. So to actually see this step change in what I regarded as being my own performance was a really interesting thing, and it was straight off the bat, right from the very first presentation. Sometimes I found that it takes me a couple to get into it, to figure out what I'm going to say, how am I going to approach this, because obviously I forget year to year what I said and what works well. But this time I just felt like I went straight into it and got their attention, engaged them, and delivered what I wanted to deliver in a positive fashion. It went well. So that was an interesting thing to me, because over the last year and a half, especially over probably the last month or two, actually, when I've really stepped up the amount of content that I'm generating on video, in particular, which obviously is still speaking, it's still presenting. It seems to be having an impact on my ability as a speaker as well. Certainly in that situation, it did. So interesting to see how that translates to other situations. So delivering workshops and training programs and keynotes. But interesting observation today. So I'm happy with that progress. But there's my check-in for the day. Back again tomorrow with more. But for now, give it a YouTube thumbs up, like the video if you indeed did, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.